Everyone, welcome to another episode of Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. I'm your host, Kayla Hiwatari, and today we are going to continue Case 3 and start the first part of the last day of trial. From the beginning, shall we? January 8th, 9:46 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Good morning, Mr. Wright, sir. Good morning, Meg. Good morning, Maggie. Oh, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and then ended on a giant mystery. That's true. And we still haven't solved a single part of it yet. Are you okay, Nick? Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes. No, that wasn't doubt. That was, determination. Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You'd better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you, sir. Hey, pal. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that. How did you know she was stressed? I was watching through the doorway. Oh. You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this'll help. Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too? Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me that you don't remember this thing. Come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. This is a small bottle that turned up in Trey Bian's kitchen a couple of days ago. Oh, that, yeah, I totally forgot about that. Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor. Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either. And it doesn't smell. We finally got the analysis results back from the lab. So, what is it? Is it the poison? I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication. Medication? Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently. For ears? You mean... Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Elk was using for his ruptured eardrum. What was Glenn Elk's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Small bottle refiled in the record. What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Another hour, and they might have gotten something on the prints, but... That's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence. Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today, got it? Sure, Detective. Today's trial. I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done, or my name isn't Phoenix Wright. The real Phoenix Wright. January 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor. Very good, then we'll get underway at once. This day we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. Claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems. The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand. Thank you, Mr. Goto. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. But the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear. It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick? That's good coffee. Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it. You've lost me already, Mr. Goto. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers to these riddles. The old guy wasn't just throwing seeds in here. He was throwing us off the scent. And today, I'll prove it. Very well, let the first witness take the stand. The chef. And you are? Oh, bonjour, everyone! I am Jean Armstrong, the owner and head chef of the Tribulations restaurant. Enchanté. Forgive me for asking witness, but are you oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am in le patent pokey gentleman, no? On the day of the incident, you were in Tribulations' kitchen. Isn't that right? With you, monsieur. Everything feels right. Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy? Very well, your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Tribulations. Oui. Volontiers. Sorry if my French is bad and I don't know what exactly the word is. At Tribulations. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new articles that day. Like having a large meal between the tables, for example. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. The cup, the eyepiece, and the glass. It would have been everything in reverse, no? Mirror? Oui, un grand mirror, le most enormous mirror. Moi. And suddenly, the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to the front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. I'm losing already. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Clearly has to do with the mirror, but I might as well press everything, like I usually do. And who were the 2 customers exactly? Of course, the young man who died. and the other not-so-young man. You are referring to yesterday's witness, I presume? What about the other man Maggie says she saw at the table? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence. We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we? I guess we'll just have to try a different approach for the time being. Maybe I'll come back to that statement later. You were experimenting with art decor? How come I never heard about that before today? You are not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur? Please stay on topic. Now, why don't you tell the court about this before? But I did, just a few moments ago. Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. Stickle you mentioned. Are you referring to some sort of decoction? No, art decor. It is a style of design, Your Honor. He's talking about interior design, walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Ah, yes, of course. That makes sense. I was trying to achieve a more, feminine look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of le decor. How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Oh, something about 4 meters wide and, about 2 meters high. Let's see. If 1 meter is about 1 yard, holy glasses. In a frame, that's huge. I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually. The ceiling? Was that a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. I know, but I decided not to go through with it in the end. What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not? Yes, ask more. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. There's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo's or Maggie Bird's testimonies. but...
Objection!
You didn't ask, Trade. You've only yourself to blame for such sloppy work. What? The mirror was delivered to Trade Bien the day before the incident. Really? As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end. This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Trade Bien, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime. Huh. If you want to doubt someone, Trade, look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough. So the witness yesterday had been the victim reflected in a mirror. Had seen the victim reflected in the mirror. Excuse me. Normally I expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object. Normally? How does normally come into this? That's lame, trite, even for you. Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it? Where does that leave the porcupine-headed lawyer and the top-knot chick over there? And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here? Well, trite. I do not have a top knot. Mr. Godo is correct. The lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. Being logic at work is one all day. everything? He would have seen everything in reverse? Hey, Nick. We should take a second and think about what old CD said in his testimony. How did he phrase it again? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as a green lens in his specs. No question. You can look it up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh? And that clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it? Huh. It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but... Do you think old CD saw everything through a reflection? If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony. But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We've just gotta go dig deeper. Okay. The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses would have been in reverse. What does his testimony even say? When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. Okay, I guess that'll come later. I can't see the earpiece in here. But... there we go. Use the profile of the victim. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can look me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. So to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side. Exactement. You see, monsieur, now that you think about it, it is not so odd, no? Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head? Order, order! Mr. Wright is correct. If the witness generally observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his right eye.
Objection!
How bitter. Trite. You should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different? You don't understand the way the witness thinks. How he thinks? You remember this, I presume. I broke the vase, sorry apology? What? I mean Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony? Exactly. The old man has one very devious habit. Rather than throwing seeds. More of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. L? Clearly it's the victim's eyepiece. And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Still, his HMD made a big impression on the old man. saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear his left ear? Well, trite. That's the worst but best impression of Kudo ever. Wow, I really thought he was old seedy for a minute there. Kodo's good. Enough. I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly brash in much of his testimony. Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you found is just a rash. A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears. Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at the plans of the restaurant. The mirror. Hello, is everyone sitting comfortably? The mirror, it was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. There was only one seat from which you could have seen an image of the victim. That was the seat of the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting. After the terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else. I see no problems with the explanation we have just heard. From the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror. What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing all the men like this. Don't worry about it. We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again. I hate that guy. You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that? Volunteer, of course. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you please. I think you touched a few other things, but let's just start by pressing you. So, run this by me again. The mirror was here, correct? We, really? Because I know if I were you, I wouldn't have put a mirror there. It would be in the way.
Objection!
Look who's talking, trite. Huh? You're obstructing my view, among other things. But this is my seat in the courtroom. Tribulations' charm is that it gives you the impression that you're the only customer. Temporarily placing a mirror in that spot would hardly be in the way. Unlike you, trite. I tell you, monsieur, the mirror was there, in the middle of the restaurant. And where would that be? Oh la la, look how you lean towards me. I always attract the younger boys. Maybe I should keep you in suspense a little longer. Mr. Armstrong, tell the court what you know all at once. I attract the older ones too, you know, handsome. Shall I tease you too? Oh, poor judge. I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm afraid you'll be waiting for a long time. I bet she has mocha cream skin and cappuccino perfume. Yeah, I will tell you. There was only one seat from which you could have seen. So why can you only see the victim from that particular seat? Monsieur, it is obvious, no? If you look at the plans, you will understand. The victim would have been reflected in the mirror like so. If you were sitting at the table next to him, you would see everything, no? So that's the seat old Seedy was sitting in on that day? When the poisoning happened? The old man was sitting at the table, next to the victim. Why does that seem kinda odd? Did you move the mirror while Mr. Kudo was off calling the police? Oui, exactement. I carried it out of the restaurant then. You moved a huge mirror like that all by yourself. What can I say? I know how to fix things up, handsome. Odo actually laughed at something? Well, given the witness's physique, I suppose it is possible. Did you move anything else from the crime scene, Mr. Armstrong? I look like the obliging type, no? Are you sure about that? I touched nothing except the mirror. Le moi. Mr. Wright, is there something the witness has said that doesn't match the crime scene? Yeah, there is. I just can't put my finger on what exactly. Suffering from a case of heartburn trait. Oh, I'm just thankful that an oil with golden and frankincense. Add a few drops to your coffee, and voila, enjoy. Focus, Phoenix, breathe. I need to ignore these two and just find some evidence. It is pretty strange though, isn't it? I mean, nobody mentioned anything about a really large mirror. You'd think someone would have, but Maggie didn't, and neither did old Seedy. And the only logical explanation is, well, there was no mirror inside Tribulations that day. Now I've just got to prove it, somehow. Okay, time to try and figure this guy out. What am I looking for? Yay, I got it. Excuse me. This piece of evidence contradicts with your testimony. We have heard, Your Honor. The crime photo? Yes, crime photo. This photo clearly shows something that theoretically shouldn't be there. What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Should not exist. Huh. Sounds like you're describing yourself, trite. Now then, if the defense would please clarify its statement. What is the something that should not exist in this photo? Where's my cursor? There it is. Vase. I think it's pretty obvious that this is what should not be in the picture. The vase? What possible connection does that have with this witness's testimony? Your Honor. I'm telling you that there should have been no vase on this table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. The apology letter saying testimony thing. There's one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why is that? Because Mr. Kudo was not in fact sitting at the table next to the victim at all.
Objection!
Don't be an idiot, Trent. That's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from. Exactly. There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in the Tribulations that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie.
Objection!
Don't try to confuse the court, Trite. Obviously the witness cleaned up the vase. Well, the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene. Unfortunately, Mr. Godo, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary, in his own words. I did not touch anything else except the mirror. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day. And after this revelation, we return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in an ear in which he couldn't hear? Huh. You only get one shot in life. There's no turning back. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, Trite, then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw? If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it. Are you going to be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick? It was more than just this one contradiction, Maya. What do you mean? Remember what Maggie told us. There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why. Nothing in this case is adding up. Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple. Mr. Kudo made a mistake, the ear doctor made a mistake, or the victim was a phony. Yes, a phony. Not phonies. This case is riddled with contradictions, yet there is one very simple answer that clears them all up. And what is that? The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events. What? Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elg at all. It was an imposter, a phony, pretending to be Mr. Elg. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake. Can't be serious, a phony, trite. Order in the court. Settle down or I'll clear the courtroom. Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh? What did you say? Trite, are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup? Yes. Someone pretended to be Glenn Elg and acted out the whole coffee poisoning. all for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
Objection!
Get real trite. Why would anyone want to do that? Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was the servant girl brought him a Javicino, but she put something in it. That's the servant girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. It's so hard to believe, but there was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee.
Objection!
Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well? It's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but it's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening. That's right, well, witness? If your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct? Oh la la! This is most difficult for me. No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You are under oath, after all. Was there in fact a phony in Tribulations that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened. The defense's request for additional testimony is accepted. He will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day. In the restaurant. The victim, Monsieur Elg, he came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arriving not long after him. There were no other customers. When he got word he won the lottery, Mom Elg became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there were no time for a phony to do the acting. Just so we're clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all. Je vous demande pardon, forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly. What you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later. For now, we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. He took that perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination. Time to press his statements. Was he alone at his table as well? Mais oui, I saw him from the kitchen. Yet the defendant, Miss Bird, remembers it differently. She swears there was another man at the victim's table.
Objection!
Huh. Unfortunately for you, trite. Yesterday's witness also testified that the victim was alone. You know, seeing you squirm like this reminds me. I sort of coffee's bittersweet bite. What kind of coffee has he been drinking? It's not coffee, it's love. It's love that's bittersweet. Hearing Maya say that makes her seem wise all of a sudden. By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct? We come often for my special coffee. I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. Special, I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience. Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You are most welcome anytime. I said it was worth one sip and nothing more. So, old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about his arrival in more detail. All I need to do is establish that this phony victim really existed. Asking more about the old man is only going to cloud the issue. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Whoops. I think that's enough about coffee. Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Armstrong. You are welcome anytime too, monsieur. Right. I'll do something special for you. Oops. There we go. Back through this one again, because I hit the wrong button. Don't ask anything. How many minutes after? What time was it? What time was it, Mr. Armstrong? I have curiosity about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived. Oh no, I cannot remember, monsieur. I believe we were told by a witness yesterday. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness? The incident happened around 20 minutes after he arrived. So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10 p.m., no? Just after 2, huh? Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You are wonderful. I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I? The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony. Oui, monsieur, judge. Everything I do it for you. Merci bien, that's French, isn't it? I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood. He's even humming a song to himself. I remember your old man arrived not long after him, just after 2 p.m. After 2 p.m., huh? Well, that doesn't mesh with the facts. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life. Every Monday at 1:30 p.m. I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong. What? What do you mean? At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning number of a $500,000 lottery ticket. Oui, that must be the show Mon Elg was listening to. I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright. I wonder. You say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct? Oui, I am sure of it. I remember perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving the lunch menu. Get to the point, Trite, if you have one. That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m. and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life. It's on the air at 1:30? Now, supposedly, the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe this cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time. No! This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over. There's only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. This victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder. Yes, there were 2 Glen Elgs in Tribulations that day. The real Glen Elg, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer. And the phony Glen Elg acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness. It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy?
Objection!
Quite a performance, Trite. You were almost on a roll. But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song. What is this? Music Theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony elk is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain then who the real Glen Elk is? I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court, however. At the time, the real Glen Elk was already dead. It's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Objection!
Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say. What? Now, I presume you can prove this fear of yours. Can you explain where the missing corpse went to? The missing corpse? According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. That customer was the phony Glen Elg. And where did the killer hide the body of the real victim? The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question. Where did the killer hide the body? Yes, Your Honor. No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden. Evidence? What's with the intense pressure in here all of a sudden? I thought I had him with that contradiction. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead. Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real Mr. Elg concealed? Outside Tribulations, inside Tribulations, inside. It would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Tribulations. Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? Perhaps you would care to show the court on these plans, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. The exact location where the body was concealed inside Tribulations is... where's the kitchen? Oh, it's left. The body was hidden here. I see. Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location? The bottle! Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle? No. I have never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality only for me. Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright? Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Tribulations. Quoi? But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils. But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication. kind of medication? I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? That Mr. Elk visited a toxicology clinic and was given medication that day? You can't be serious. The defense has the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results here. The contents of the bottle match the prescription that was given to Mr. Elk. Glenn Elk's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, at which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen? Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird, however. You were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back. Oh! Order! This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenn Elk? Never! Don't do such an horrible thing. No! Mr. Goto? Bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee. That's one of my rules. Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? Then I'd like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear? My age-deficient friend. Tribulations, pardon. Please, you must hear me out. There's a trap. Listen to me. Por favor. Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish. I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it? No, absolutely no. Let's hear it. You've got one shot. Right, Gramps. Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Goto's coffee mug awaits you. As does my gavel. It is clear. What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this. Very well. Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong. The confession. It is true. I hid the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me. You were forced? By who? I cannot say, or I will be erased. Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Elk died, was he really the only person at his table? There was. There was another man. I knew it. Maggie was telling the truth. Of course she was, Maya. It's Maggie. You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright. There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer. Let's press him. Press him good. Wrong button. Yep. Can you carry the body by yourself? I carried him, and I carried Maggie too. Maggie too? When she saw the victim collapse, she fainted. I could not leave her there. Why did you hide the bodies? What man? Who was he? No, I cannot say. I fear for my life. He's really scared. You'll just have to put the words in his mouth, Nick. Yeah, you're right. If he won't tell me, I'll tell him. But why would you go along with this man? And what reason would that be, Mr. Armstrong? You know, monsieur. Yes? Surely you cannot expect a young maiden to talk about such an embarrassment. Maiden? You're a bit old to get away with that. And a bit too male. I can't finish the cross-examination without establishing his reason. So we'll just have to prove it with evidence. So you were claiming that all you did was hide the bodies, is that correct? Oui, that's right. If we to believe you, Mr. Armstrong, you must tell the court everything. You must make clear the identity of the man who ordered you to do this. He's already confessed this much. He might as well stop dancing around the real issue. Yeah, but he really doesn't want to tell us who the killer is. And sock it to him, Nick. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Alright, let's see here. Try showing him that profile. Yeah, that was it. That was pretty easy, actually. Let's end this dance of running around the rosy, Mr. Armstrong. This is the man that you've been referring to, isn't it? Who is that? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a month ago in this very courtroom. This man is Furio Tigre. He's the manager of the loan office called Tender Lender. There's no point trying to hide the truth anymore, Mr. Armstrong. I know you couldn't go against Mr. Tigre, at least not while he had this on you. Loan contract. A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you. Oui, it is as you say. Mr. Armstrong! Le Tigre, he told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand that he repays his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and unconscious Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen. I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre. I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket were recovered from the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well? No, I knew nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it, I was not. It is despicable. Mr. Kodo, you will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow. 30 minutes. What? The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more. How the... Don't sit back and relax yet, trite. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way. Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Goto. We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. To be continued. Yay, we got through the first half. That's all for now. I'm your host, Kaylee Iwatari. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and next time we will finish Case 3. See you then.